Hello and welcome everybody to a Spartan review, like Greek Sparta, not like Halo futuristic Spartans. So we're going to move these aside real quick and we're going to play a quick hand. Keep an eye on these chips, see how they do. That's why we're doing this. So I'm going to use a little deck of 100% plastic poker size 2.0 2-deck set faded spade cards, right? So we're just going to use one deck, even though the box is for a two-deck set. And let me shuffle these up. This is called a weave shuffle. Sometimes people ask me, just so you know. Very normal for plastic cards. But I think the casinos just use the automatic shufflers nowadays. All right, everybody at home, deal yourself up. If you need to pause the video, that's fine. I'm not going anywhere. It's a video. Deal yourself 2 cards. And we're not playing for anything because we could have exactly the same hand. It's just for fun and poker chip test. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. So we're going to flop here. Should I look at my hand before? Nah, who cares? I sure hope I have pocket kings. I'm sure I have pocket kings. How could I not? I mean, what are the odds that I don't have pocket kings? Next to 0. Do you want to see? Check it out. Yeah, I knew. Let's put those. Let's just let us know what you had in the comments below. There, quick. That's a distract them from my terrible hand. So, looking at these chips. First, let's talk about the design. So, this is an ABS chip, which means it's very durable. I can't break these in my fingers. They're just really solid chips. Hard plastic, metal slug insert, which weighs them down. There's a sticker label right here. 25. There's a tiny little $sign right here. To me, when I look at this, the first thing I notice is this helmet, this classic Spartan helmet, instead of the number, which I don't like, but maybe some people do like. It's just with this design. Some chips I like that, but for here, some reason, I just don't know why I don't like that. The other interesting thing is, I don't know if you'll be able to see if it'll focus clearly. There is some Latin, it looks like, or Greek, I don't know, around the edges here on the mold. I realized real quick that on Google Translate, I'll look it up. I have no idea how to do this upside down V or the Omega. I don't even know what there's a name for it or something. And so I just quickly gave up. In 30 seconds, I was like, I don't know how to look that up. So if you want to write in the comments below what that says, Spartan chips, okay? So it has the 3 dual color edge spots, obviously. Pretty interesting edge spots. And if you look, they move across the edge normally. It's not like ceramics where they don't line up. It's a good looking. I like the mold. I like the mold and the colors. Well, this green is more of a teal aqua, which isn't my favorite, but I get it. It works. I like all of this more than the label for some reason. But I like it that we're coming out with new molds. It makes me happy. So let's have a quick look. Let us know what you think of the design in the comments below. So let's have a quick look at some information here. We're going to weigh these. Casino chips. When I think of, there are lots of casino chips. There are Bud Jones. I happen to always think of Paulson. Las Vegas Strip. Paulsons are very common. We're going to weigh a little Paulson Horseshoe Cleveland right here. 9.9 grams. Make sure that's zeroed. Well, let's weigh one of these. Lots of metal slug chips advertises casino weight, obviously at over 13 grams. It's hard to tell an individual chip. When you grab a big stack of them, it's not too hard to notice when you're comparing them. And finally, I need to grab this again because we're going to do the width, the diameter here, in millimeters. All right, so we have 39.25. Somebody very keenly pointed out in the last video that there will be some wear on the Paulson. I doubt there's 0.5 millimeter of wear on this one. I've measured other newer Paulsons and they seem very, very close to 39.25 millimeters. Now let's measure the metal slug ABS chip. Pretty close to 40 millimeters. So a little difference there. And the other good question that was asked in the last review I did was, will it fit in these clear plastic trays? There are a variety of these clear plastic trays. They vary a little bit in thickness. Some are designed specifically for Paulson, some just specifically for ceramics. It all, really depends what you can get. So you can see I have the essentials here. Every poker player's essential. You know, I have the chocolate coins here. I mean, that's the diet of a poker player, obviously. What else could be possibly put in these trays? And so these fit in here nicely. They're nice and snug. I think this is just, I don't even know what this is. I think this is just an Amazon purchased, made in China, clear plastic tray here. And you can get 20 in here beautifully. See? Hardly any play. So they fit really well. Now let's move on to comparisons, sound. I want to talk about shuffling here before we do the sound comparison. The metal slug ABS chips, for me, when you look around the edges, like quality control is something that's really improved on these chips over the last 5-10 years. There used to be some terrible flashing, sharp flashing that always disrupted the feel for me. Flatness is an issue with any metal slug ABS chip, more so than other chips. Obviously, you know, even with really flat casino chips, sometimes you can get them to misbehave if you poke them with a stick, you know what I mean? So here's some, again, horseshoe. See, Paulsons are just very flat, but if you go way to the edge and you crank on it just right, sometimes you can get them to explode. So even like chips that seem perfectly flat sometimes have some tiny imperfections, but these are not great. These are very average for a metal slug ABS chip. You can see it rocking here. And now let's move to the sound. We'll do a comparison. Casino Paulsons. And let's do some ceramics. This was my last review, Golden Dragon, if you want to look on my channel and find that review. Now we'll just compare these. Should we do the chocolate coins too, just for kicks and giggles, because that's always funny? How do metal slug ABS chips sound compared to chocolate? Not as delicious. Not as delicious. Ceramics. And finally, Paulson Casino chips. And there you have it. Sparta! What do you guys think of the Spartan chips? Don't splash the chips. Oh dear, we need to settle down. Anyway, interesting chips. For me, I am not going to use like my boy and I play Pokemon. I'm not going to use these for damage counters because the numbers aren't prevalent enough. They have good colors, a good mold. As far as poker goes, these will probably do just fine. I mean, the colors are easily recognizable. They're very affordable. You're looking to get in some good chips. They have good edges. They feel fine. Again, not the best stacking, but for this price, it's very average. I'm excited to read your comments. Let me know what you think about these chips. If there's something you would recommend or something you'd like me to review, you can always put those requests in the comments below as well. You can visit my Amazon shop down there too. I am an Amazon associate. I make proceeds from qualifying purchases. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe.